god.
You just can't. You just can't have your own anymore.
It's a 4-person
We're-
mount too. It's awesome.
Loading into Alphascape 1.0, I just hit the record button, and we're talking about jealousy for Final Fantasy 15 car.
Dude, there was like 15 lined up outside of Quarry Mill for all of us leveling Palace of the Dead. It was funny.
Okay, let's turn on. FF1. I got Kefka, so I don't care what they do now.
Yeah.
You do whatever you want. You pick whatever Final Fantasy. Chaos is the first one? That's unexpected. Okay.
What is a CWLS?
Crossworld Wind Shell.
Fall damage is a thing. All right.
And you res the off tank.
Oh, okay. I wasn't actually paying attention. I thought they were talking about the fight.
That's
You
how
meant
he
you
found out.
fell off. Okay, cool. I was too busy zoomed in on Chaos looking at this model.
Yeah. Here we go.
Sounds like that's a knockback. I guess not. That was a tank buster. Disregard. Chaotic
Oh, he's
dispersion.
like
Everybody's on his butt, so oh god.
Yep.
That's why they're on his butt.
Get back behind him real fast.
Okay.
I see. Cool. Tsunami. I love that they're standardizing some of these attacks. Like Earthshaker shows up in a lot of fights now. Oh, that's
Oh,
interesting. Bunch of
Not really.
donuts.
Oh my god.
Knockdown.
What do those do
And then
again?
there's that attack.
Those are the
With a
ones that
flare
you're supposed to
move?
run away from the group.
Run away
Oh.
from the group. Okay.
Yeah,
what I
it
thought.
targets both the healers.
People's got
And
nuked.
that's a tether for the tank to grab.
Okay. That's a very clear tether.
Yeah. Last night I got my red mage up to high enough for any content we can do also.
Cool.
So if you'd like a oopsie res bot, just let me know.
How does a red mage feel at max level?
It's a lot of fun.
A lot of fun.
I just figured I'd come in on Dragoon because I know the fight's better on Dragoon. Because I've literally done one dungeon on Red Mage so far since I started playing in.
Ah,
But
good enough.
I guess we're doing this late enough now that we're almost certain to queue with people who are new to it. There's no reason to run the normal
Yeah.
version anymore, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of people that
people run the fourth fight because you need it for tokens for I-400 weapon.
I see.
But
Probably not going to be so lucky with Orban.
you need
that's
to
different.
have all the Orban tokens.
Order.
I need to run the I-330 one for tokens, speaking of.
So that attack, he places down pie wedges in order, so you know which one to move to. Blaze. Oh, he's doing a totally different order this time. We go Chaos.
How chaotic!
There it is. Okay. Two stacks! Double
Two
stack!
stacks.
I don't like it.
Oh, I see. I think because it's giving us vuln stacks.
I think in normal you don't have to worry about. You just stay in your groups.
You probably have to switch, so one of them's physical, one of them's magical.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not going to bother with Savage for these at this point.
Fiendish orbs.
Nice try, Chaos.
Oh shit. Pull the dagger off, man. Cyclone. Ow.
Crap. Stay out of it.
Pull him out of that. Okay. Got it. That seems bad. Maybe not that far out of it. I think we want to not get pushed off the edge of the arena there, and not get pulled into the AoE. Okay.
Hey, you want to be not in the center, but as close to it as possible, essentially.
I see. Lesson learned.
Shit, I just rezzed the healer. I'll get you in a second.
It's okay. I got hit by a tank buster.
Oh god, healer's gonna.
They're doing really good with sight-readable fights. I'm really impressed by it, especially right after doing WoW and seeing how that game is like designed to not be sight-read. I'm gonna die out from the tether orbs.
So FYI, you don't run through the wind thing. Well, as a healer, don't run through it if you're in trouble. You might could handle it, Mars, but it's brutal to me.
Owls of Agony. That seemed pretty agonist. So it was a reduce everyone to 1 health.
HP.
1 HP, yeah.
Dark Crystal.
DPS burst phase, I assume.
Looks like it, yeah.
Line up the donuts. Line up the donuts!
Do not worry.
I think we'll figure it out.
Oh shit!
Wow. He just spirit bombed us.
That was worth seeing once anyway.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun to see from the dead position.
That sounds dirty. The sun drop dance.
You get it from the third people. I've been doing all the stupid, except for Realm Reborn, all the stupid beast tribes. 'Cause I want the elephant mount from the snake people in Stormblood. We lost the deeps.
Somebody left because they were mad about us learning to fight. That's fun.
Always the deeps that leaves.
I need to run the stupid command missions to get my squatting boots. So I can be cool like Marstead here.
Got a nuker to replace him. I'll take it.
Protect the black mage so it doesn't get all pissy.
Something.
I do like he doesn't attack in a preset pattern. That's cool.
Yeah.
Wonder if that's true in extreme as well, or savage.
I think he just has 2 different possibility loops, essentially.
I see. It seems like Savage is a sort of content that's so tightly wound that it would be difficult to have it be truly random. It would be annoying to players. At least with the way that they design it in this game. Knockdown. Were you guys far enough away from each other? I'm trying to get a sense of the range on that attack. Big bang.
I think we were.
I had actually seen a spoiler that Chaos was in this, but I assumed he was in the 4th fight, so I'm interested to see what the remaining ones are. Intercept tethers.
The healer's gonna take that one, maybe. Alright.
It's quick. That hit everyone regardless. Oh, I see.
What?
Get all the way to the edge. And he's doing the pie slice.
Lol.
So
That's
left and right
fun.
after. That's cool.
That's gonna be. I bet that's fun on stream or whatever.
Right,
Yeah.
Savage.
Yeah.
Big tank buster.
Oh dear.
Oh, right, that happens twice. My bad. Big bang. It's the
He has a big bang
Ceromus
attack.
right?
He has a spirit bomb. I see the DBZ inspiration.
Okay, those are not intercept orbs this time, I guess. Bottles of agony.
Ah!
Uh-oh.
If you find yourself having bowels of agony, you should see a doctor. Just saying.
Mad deeps. This is a flavorful way to do chaos. I don't think he knew if he had any iconic mechanics in Final Fantasy 1.
You dare!
Kaboom! Sweesh. Big tank buster.
What? Nope. Did that badly. Turning into Trump badly.
420 blaze it.
Well,
Entropy is the don't move one, or I can't hover over the thing.
I don't think this fight has an acceleration bomb mechanic, if that's
That might
like
have been
what
it.
you're...
He put a debuff on us called Entropy. I was wondering if that was Acceleration Bomb. It's interesting. It can move who it's targeting. I didn't realize that the first time.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
shit!
swaps.
Fuck! Both healers! No!
We have no DPS
Summoner, no
Wizard.
red mage. Damn it.
Next fight, or if we re-queue in, I can come in on Red Mage.
I think we did really well with this attempt. Just got hit by one bad
We're
thing.
doing fine, but just to give us a little bit more oopsie leeway. Better, I think. Darkstar be willing to come in. He usually plays healer, so that would.
Known healer.
Yeah.
Or we just do 30% of his health without heals. Or not.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I can.
Try to learn mechanics at least.
I think at this point we've seen
That
most
wasn't close
everything,
enough.
but
My chair squeaking.
okay, so I don't think they're targeting me, but you think it's definitely right to keep the two stack markers away from each other?
I believe so, because I think the first one, I think one of them gives you magic vuln and one gives you physical vuln. And my guess is that if they're both on top of each other, or one player gets hit by both stacks, then they take magic damage when they were vulnerable to it, if that makes sense.
Sure.
So either way, like if you've got 4 people on one side, those 4 people need to stay together. You shouldn't switch which stack marker you go to. I need a WD-40 this chair.
yeah, I think in the very unfortunate situation where like a stack marker would hop from the left to the right group, the worst case scenario is like I think 1 person or 2 people would die if everyone just stayed where they were, as opposed to if everyone starts like chicken without their head cut off kind of thing.
Yeah. This is a super cool fight. I dig it.
Yeah. Lost a tank.
Really, they were new too. Huh.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Somebody's got my ringtone.
My alarm to make sure my rerun is still running. Sounds like Shadowbringers is going to be focusing on like highlighting the off-tank role a little bit more. There's a lot of fights where the off-tank does nothing. You're just in deliverance the whole time until something bad happens.
And now everyone basically has a shield that they can pop on someone else, kind of like Dark
That's
Knight
good.
has Blackest Night that they could put on people.
Yeah,
I think
giving
everyone has-
everybody inner release was
yeah.
correct. I think giving everybody a shield to
Stone.
pop on their buddy was correct. That was a really good design. Now we've got a emergency reser.
Yeah, there we go.
Eh.
Hey Siri. That's a great name.
Just triggered somebody's phone in the recording.
They need to res themselves some pants. That's what they need to do.
Mm-hmm.
Lol.
Do I have any cool emotes?
I don't know if Darkstar has a tank. Oh, never mind.
I think he has everything.
Okay.
Everything.
Can definitely ping him for the next one.
Everyone.
Yeah. I think he popped into the crossworld link shell and we were already queued.
Yeah, my Dark Knight's 370 eye level, so I could do this stuff. My bars aren't set up because I lost motivation to even play Dark Knight before Shadowbringer comes out, because they were talking about how they got rid of the Dark Arts spam, and so like part of me wanted to tank again to kind of relearn it, but I was like, I'll wait.
You
Dude, I
protect real
crafted it
quick.
out. I think it's gonna be fun.
Thanks.
I like what they're doing with Dark Knight.
Yeah, it is fun already. It's just Dark Arts is really spammy.
Yeah.
Big tank buster. It seems like they're taking all their best ideas from the different classes and putting them together. It's further homogenization, but Blackest Night feels really, really good when you're an off tank to be able to feel like you're doing something productive.
Yeah, I have no problem with the homogenization as long as they leave like some class identity to it. So like the Blackest Knight giving you your edge meter essentially when it absorbs a shield is a nice feeling, right? So I'm not opposed to other people having a shield throw, but like as long as there's some skills maintain like
At least some
some
flavor
flavor to
aspect.
it. Yeah,
It's hard.
mechanically
like,
they can be the same exact thing, right? But
I don't think they're going to do this, but I feel like the track they're currently on could eventually land in a place where everyone has literally the same bar, and it's just like, what are the animation differences? Like, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Like, they're making some really tight, awesome fights as a result of their streamlining, but this is like the king streamlined MMO, I feel like.
Oh, Arm's Length works on that. Just for
That's
FYI.
cool.
Which everybody's going to have that skill now, so I'm hoping there's going to be more use for that.
Yeah, they'll actually include it in. They can count on people having it all the time. Big Tank Buster.
Yeah. Stun and silence on tanks, and tank
That's
having
exciting.
stuff.
That's something
Yeah.
I missed from WoW, like having something else to do.
Yeah.
Alright, so-
Separate
alright.
this tank. And stay in your group, basically.
Stay in your
I think
lane.
it's great. Yeah.
Didn't Lucid Dreaming used to restore MP? Right now?
sounds
it's a refresh on you.
I think that's what refresh does, yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if the Shadowbringers is an ungimp double scholar.
Yeah.
Always kind of bum me out. Galvanize doesn't stack because it would break some things if it could, right?
I guess so, yeah. It basically... Apparently their scholars are super strong now, so the, like, one scholar's broken,
I see.
two would be ridiculous. That's what the Reddit was telling me, I don't know.
Sure. I think the
But,
way
like-
you do it... Oh, go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say, like, so he just... Our best AoE heal has the shield with it, too. When he puts his up, mine is half as impactful. If that, I think it's actually... It's not 50-50 heals and shields. So, like, I just canceled my cast when I saw his go off to spot heal instead, which is, yeah, it's fine. I don't know.
Well, I wonder what you could do is, like, if a character already has Galvanize on them and someone else tries to target them with a different source of Galvanize, that it just converts it to an instant heal.
Right, which is... We have an ability that does that. Well, we have an ability to turn the shield into a heal
in case you're in trouble
for the next cast. Yeah, or we used to. Maybe it's not in the bar anymore.
But that ability is almost never relevant, right? Wouldn't it be?
Yeah, I mean, and it's only relevant when shit's really hitting the fan. I forget to push it then anyway, right? So
Right.
it's the kind of thing I would macro to a oh shit button if I had the wherewithal.
Shield and healing is almost always effectively the same thing, except
Okay.
in very uncommon situations.
There was something I was reading, and I don't know Scholar well enough, so I might be getting it wrong. But they were saying in the Shadowbringers that like there's a couple different types of shields, and like you can stack those different types of shields, but like you can't stack the same shield on top of itself. If that makes sense, that might also just be gibberish.
Well, I think every healer gets a shield now. I think that's one way they're homogenizing it. So maybe it's the different healer shields.
Well, I know Astro you could pick a sect, and the one sect is shield and one is regen, and then Astro should always look at the other healer in the group. If it's a white mage, you don't pick regen because they can do regen better than you. If it's a scholar, you don't pick shields because they can do shields better than you, kind of thing, right? Like you can do either adequate but not as good as the other.
Yeah.
And then if there's two Astros, you just pick one each. So I don't know if
Tank Buster.
Good time as any, I guess. Or maybe not.
Does it, I haven't used DPS Limit Break in a while, I forget, does it
He knocked me off.
root you?
And I had just given you my Dragon Sight, so
I
you're
know.
just wasting my buff. You're just wasting it.
Hey, did it for 5%.
I don't think Limit Breaks get the buffs.
I did it 5% off his health. That's what I meant.
And there's a fight in not I guess it's the one you guys seen, the calculator fight in Rabanastre, whichever lighthouse, the middle one.
Yeah.
You know how he has the mechanic you might remember where he does the laser beam that he just spins around and just laser beams and you just gotta run around him.
Mm-hmm.
And so the first time I did it, I didn't realize how fast he did it and he had low health, so I used the Dragoon Limit Break, and so I killed him, but he killed me at the same time. So like a couple people in chat were like, I'm gonna come in and do for that. That was awesome. And I did the whole Thanos hardest choices, strongest wills.
Nice.
It looked really cool because the Dragoon Limit Break makes a giant blue dragon, and then he lasered me, and that was fun.
Nice. Cool, I'm gonna split the recording there. We're probably gonna try the rest of it soon.